I just know if I was doing that, I'd be in a right state. There's no way that I would go and then,
and then it would just come out.
It would be like, you know, like all over me. Hi guys, and welcome to another video.
Hello.
So in this video today, we're going to be taking a look at Mark Wiens. We know he's quite good for eating food, and he's got a very good food channel. This is our first reaction to one of his videos, isn't it? Sorry, I was kind of like hoping you would say something, and I'm like just winging it. But
yes,
but yeah, so this is our first look at his videos, or a video of his. In particular, we're going to be looking at Maine lobster. So we know Maine is very famous for its seafood, specifically its lobster and lobster rolls, I want to say.
I guess everything, including
everything
lobster. Everything lobster.
Everything lobster, yeah. I mean, personally, so I've only ever had lobster once.
I think same.
And that was the one. So I actually got given. I used to where I used to work. It was the guy was a fisherman, wasn't he?
Oh, I remember now.
That?
Yeah.
And he gave me He actively went fishing on the south coast of England, and he gave me a couple of lobsters.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, there you go. And we didn't really know what we was doing, did we? But I think we made. Can you remember what it's called?
We just. Oh no, I don't
Lobster
remember.
thermidor. That's one. Isn't it?
Yes.
So we made lobster thermidor, and it was amazing.
Like, it was really good.
I've never really had shellfish quite like that before. It was so fresh and yes.
Yeah, it was very nice.
So I've got. Go on, sorry.
I was just gonna say outside of that, which I had forgotten about. I've had it in a restaurant just once.
Oh, okay. Just floating about it.
Nothing special. It was just the burger and lobster restaurant.
Oh, okay. I still want to go there. Actually, there's a place I'd like to go.
Yeah, it was nice.
But yeah, I mean that's enough about us, I suppose. Let's have a look at the food, shall we? So let's jump in.
Look at Mark.
Oh, maybe not. There we go.
Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. I'm in Maine, which is in New England, in the northeastern region, the very northeastern part of the United States. It's absolutely beautiful here. Maine is the lobster capital of the United States, one of the lobster capitals of the world. And so today we're gonna go on an ultimate lobster tour of Maine. We're gonna eat boiled lobsters, we're gonna eat lobster rolls, we're gonna go up the coast, we're gonna go to a number of different places. I'm gonna share with you all of the incredible lobsters and all of the incredible scenery. I'm so excited to be here.
Lobster roll tour. Nice. This is right up my street, actually. I love shellfish. It's nice, isn't
Welcome
it?
to Georgetown, Maine. This is absolutely picture perfect, spectacularly beautiful, on the coast, the smell of the sea breeze, and we are here specifically to come directly to Five Islands Lobster Company. A lobster boat has just come. They're unloading some of the fresh catch.
Oh, nice. And it's right there, isn't it? So it's literally sea, restaurant, done. Can't get any fresher than that.
That's what makes it so good.
Oh, these are soft shell lobsters, and just, look at the size. Those claws are huge. Oh man. Yeah, this is how fresh the lobster is that they serve here. Straight off the boat, straight to your lobster roll.
That's crazy.
That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever witnessed anything or experienced. Sorry.
They said that you couldn't film, and then I went like this. How about now? And they went, oh, okay. You guys are serious.
And Jeffrey has this, it's not even a plate, that's a platter, Jeffrey, a lobster platter.
Good news, because they got the lobster roll for mere humans, and then they have the big boy.
Cool.
Big boy.
Wow,
Huh?
thank you. About how many pounds are these?
That one's probably about 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that the typical size?
the biggest they get is about 5 pounds because they have a minimum and a maximum for keeping them. They measure from the eye socket to the back.
Okay.
It has to be at least 3 1/4 inches and it can't exceed 5.
Oh, that's the lock.
They toss them back.
Ah,
Those are
okay.
the bigger ones are the breeders, so they try to keep the population strong. So
Cool.
Is this a big boy bun?
it is a big boy.
All right. They are perfectly brown.
Got the gloves on as well, I can see that.
There you go.
All right.
That
Big
looks
boy.
good.
All right.
The lettuce didn't look that appetizing to me.
The
But-
bread and the lettuce doesn't matter at this
The
point.
bread looked lovely though, and you
Yeah, I
toast
mean,
it. That
the
looked
lettuce
nice.
just
The
look-
lettuce
it's just
was
like-
a bit whatever.
It's
It
a
didn't
bit
look
like
that
McDonald's
crisp.
lettuce, isn't it? It's just like,
Yeah.
it didn't look so fresh.
But the lobster looks really good.
Oh, I wonder if it's expensive because I know here lobster is quite a novelty, isn't it? It's not the cheapest thing at all. Where normally, if you look at a restaurant, it's probably one of the most expensive things on the menu. And I'm curious how, like, in these places, if it is just like pretty reasonable or it's still quite expensive, because obviously that would determine how frequently you can go there as well. You know, like we could, if it's reasonable, we could just set up shop and buy a house
move to
nearby.
Maine.
Yeah, we just live next to it.
Yeah.
So, okay, lobster is boiled,
It's boiled in salt water right from our harbor here.
and then it's mixed with a little bit of mayonnaise, and then into the.
Mayonnaise.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much. We ordered the big boy. It's called the big boy, which is their extra large lobster roll. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Beautiful.
Tasty.
The lobster to bread
got
ratio
it.
is a little bit uneven.
That's the point, I think.
Looks good though. Oh man.
Snacking first on these onion rings. Oh, they're not
Oh,
over
they
battered.
look good as well.
Exactly.
And when it's like kind of half battered, that's also a good sign too.
They're homemade almost, aren't they?
Oh, so good. A little bit of pepper. That onion is sweet.
My
Quad
mouth's
tails, got it all.
watering.
I
You have to
know,
part
right?
the potato chips.
I think if I was having onion rings, I would need to dip in something. I know that I appreciate they're nice on their own, but I would still need something like a little
I
dip.
think the kind of onion rings we would usually get here, they're a lot more battered, and you
Very,
feel like
yeah,
you
very
do
stodgy,
need
aren't they?
something.
Yeah,
Whereas these ones looked a
they
bit.
look a bit more wafery. thin, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
So-
Okay, that makes sense.
Onion is sweet.
Yeah, there we go.
Clawed tails, got it all.
You have to part the potato chips. Is this even pick upable? Oh man,
Two
you actually
hands, you
need
need
two
two
hands for this,
hands.
Jeffrey.
Need assistance?
We might need to sit down
Just
on
Oh,
the
you
rock.
need a
You
friend.
have
You need
to
a friend to help you.
Cradle it. You have to support it with two hands. Okay, the only way to carry it with
Oh
one
my
hand
god!
Wow.
is
It's
to
massive.
cradle it down your arm. I love the ratio there. It's at least like 5 to 1.
I wanna see him take
in
a
favor of the
mouthful, because
lobster.
I
It's
don't know how it's possible.
face-sized.
It's
Face-sized.
huge, actually.
That's so much
So
lobster.
heavy.
Yeah, and literally you have to palm it to carry it.
You could work out with just like barbell.
You can't eat it whilst
And
on
one
the camera,
location
can
that
you?
that makes a huge difference as well. All right, Jeffrey,
Cheers.
we ready for it? Cheers.
Going in. Oh.
Wow, that is so much lobster as well. Oh, I'm so jealous right now.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
so jealous.
Is it lightly dressed?
She told me the lobster is mixed with
Mayonnaise
just a
in it.
little bit of mayo.
Tiny amount, which I like.
Yeah, very light on the mayo.
Do not want goopy lobster roll.
And she also said that these are made with soft shell lobsters, right?
Yeah.
Again, boiled in seawater. I doubt there's any extra salt added. That's just the natural seawater. The meat is so firm yet soft at the same time. It's so sweet. The mayonnaise is not overpowering. The bread is
Like, it's not picturesque, is it? Like, if you look at it, it doesn't look very appealing. Like, I'm just looking at that particular picture right there as well. It doesn't look too appealing, but I just want to demolish it. It looks like I need it. I really want that right now.
soft at the same time. It's so sweet. The mayonnaise is not overpowering. The bread is not even there for anything but to be able to hold it together.
Yeah. There's a controversy about
Wow.
lettuce. So I'm not going to decide it, in my opinion, today. But this has lettuce.
Oh, whether to have it or not,
Ah,
I
I
guess.
see. Yeah, maybe.
Oh my god, that looks amazing.
What I love about their lobster is, yeah, you can really taste the sea. It's briny. It's that seawater that's bringing so much flavor to the already sweet lobster. The texture is firm and meaty. It's cool. It's not over mayonnaised. It's so incredibly good. Oh, that claw. That's totally different texture from the body.
I'm so jealous.
Oh, there you go.
That's, I mean,
19.
that's not too bad.
Their onion rings are spectacular here.
I think $20 is not too bad.
Yeah.
For what you got there, that's a lot
Yeah.
as well.
And it wasn't just a itty bitty.
Lobster roll was incredible. And because they have both hard shell and soft shell, which is actually called a new shell lobsters here, we thought it's mandatory for us to taste the difference. So we're gonna order 2 more lobsters. They're gonna boil them we're gonna see them as they boil them right now, hot and fresh in salt water, and we're gonna be able to compare the difference between the two.
I like the soft shells better just because they're sweeter and more tenderer, but there's less meat, so there is that. But I would prefer a new shell over a hard shell any day. Hard shells have their own perks too. You know, they can be really sweet, but the bigger you go, the worse condition the meat is, I would say.
So this is a
hard shell.
This is a hard shell, okay. All right.
And this one's better. You can touch them.
I was thinking about the different coloured
Oh, you mean on the
tape on the
that
claws?
might, that might
means,
indicate
is
what
it like male, female, or does it matter? Is that just random?
It might be more soft shell, hard shell.
Yeah, but they're getting hard shell now, and one had pink, one had blue, so that's not.
Oh, they had different. I thought it was the same. Okay, my bad.
That's what he said. They're now trying hard shell.
No, I know they're trying hard shell. Sorry, I didn't notice the one had pink.
This lobster down here, he's got pink tape or
maybe
whatever
that's a
that
thing.
is.
Maybe male and female taste of it.
Yeah, let us know, guys, in the comments if that's a thing, or I'm just waffling on for no reason.
I've never actually thought about it. I just
And there
thought
was one that had a yellow, but just the one random one with a yellow. So I don't know.
Could
what
also
that
be
means.
size. Maybe it's a size thing. Like if it's because they said obviously they have a scale of what they are allowed to keep and obviously have to throw back. So maybe it's like low end, mid, like because that would make sense if they've got different size categories on the menu. You know,
or
who knows? Who knows? Let us know if you guys know.
Just I noticed it.
Like, one's crunchier than the other.
I just got sprayed. That is literally a lobster bathtub.
Holy crap, that's
So how long do
massive.
those boil for?
For like 15 minutes or so.
They obviously make a lot on one.
Yeah. I must admit, I love how fresh it is. Like literally, you sort of unloading it, it goes into that little pot on the one side, and then literally gets cooked in the house. That's crazy.
Straight on the plate. On their massive platter they came with.
Thank you.
Oh boy. This is it.
2 more lobsters.
Hard and soft shell. Mayonnaise and butter.
Oh, hard
Who's
and
gonna win?
soft.
Oh, they've got one of each.
Squeeze.
Oh,
Soft
because
shell.
they're comparing. Okay.
And this one is just completely rock solid, yeah. Break
So
off
I
the claw.
guess the tape
And then
then
let's
might
do
be
the,
that.
see if we can drink it. Remember that? So
Yeah.
I think you break it, keeping this up. See the juice coming out? Oh.
So you want to break off the knuckle, and then we're going to try to drink the claw juice.
Ah.
I've been eating lobsters all my life.
Raw.
And never did that.
Oh, wow. That's like a little, it's almost just increases your craving for it because you've got that salty, briny lobster. It's like a lobster soup in there. Oh, you still got more juice. Oh, here's another move. That is so
I
pure.
love how involved
That
they
ocean
get.
water
They're
right
proper
there
stuck
in this lobster, which came out of that ocean.
That you can taste the Atlantic in there. What we're gonna do is set aside the hard shell. We'll open the soft shell. That way, because definitely the best way to compare something is to take a bite right after each other.
And then I'm gonna get the juice to pull.
Okay, take off the
Pop that. Oh my god.
pop. Oh, definitely the soft shell feels juicier immediately.
Oh man, maybe. Look, it's all.
It's juicing out already. Cheers.
Cheers.
I wonder if they can
Oh,
taste
my
the
mouth is
difference.
full. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. I just drank a whole mouthful and it's still juicy. Whoa.
Oh,
Look at that. You can break it with your
can't
fingers.
do that with this one.
Yeah, but you do have, you can see there's some empty space.
Yeah, a lot less.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of empty space in there because of the soft shell. Look at that. So that's what they also say about less meat in the soft shell. Look at that, it's just like a little window. It comes out, slides out. There we go. So there you have hard shell, which is still in the shell, more developed meat, and then we have the soft shell, which is just like a little straight up nugget of
Soft shell is,
silky, soft.
I don't know if it means anything. It's a little bit more red.
Oh, wow. Absolutely nothing to complain about the hard shell, that's for sure.
Nope.
It is sweet.
Not sending it back.
It is so sweet. It is muscular. Not hard by any stretch of the imagination, but it is muscular. Okay, soft.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Soft shell is also more salty for sure. For me. It's more salty. It's more, it almost has like a little squeeziness. Is that, if I can make up a word? Squeezy.
I like the
squishes
squishiness better of the soft.
Whereas the hard shell has more of that stringy, almost crab-like.
Nice and easy, it comes off. There's the
You can see the tamale in there. Yeah, the green. So that's what some of the juice is too.
So you squeeze, ready? Squeeze, which really matters on the hard shell. And then you, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, delicate.
Wow, that come out so
Nice.
easily.
Yes.
Slide.
I just know if I was doing that, I'd be in a right state. There's no way that I would go and then
And
just
then
like,
it would just come out.
it would be like, you know, like it all over.
Maybe, probably not the first. You would need a bit of practice, I guess.
Yeah, like,
But it didn't look that difficult.
it looks good though. So it seems like maybe just because they said the soft shell seemed a bit more salty. Maybe that's because where the meat is a little bit smaller in the thing is there's more room for juice, so it's kind of brewing, or not brewing, but you know, holding
There's
or
the
retaining
room
more.
for, yeah.
So it's got that like more saltiness. It
You're
is generally.
dripping more juice as well.
Yeah, so I think that might just be that is
Just
the reason.
the water. Yeah.
But it looks good though. Oh yeah, I want some. I'm quite jealous.
Start with the hard shell? All right.
This is like the torso now, isn't it?
Definitely chewier.
The towel?
The towel.
But it's like a robust flavor of lobster. It's concentrated. Soft shell? Oh, wow. Okay.
I think
Soft.
they prefer
You can
the
see it.
soft.
For me, in
Yeah.
the tail is
Taste
where
good.
you can really taste the difference. It's
sweeter.
so sweet, yeah.
Yeah, and
It
it's got
is-
better texture.
It's so sweet and has that silky, you can almost feel your teeth squeaking like that kind of texture
Garlic,
to
I
it.
guess.
Like buttermilk. It is butter.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, the salted butter, that contrasts the sweetness of the lobster. Oh, wow. That complements and doesn't overpower it. Wow.
I love his expressions. You can just see how much he's enjoying it.
Okay, final thoughts. This was a tough decision, but Jeffrey, what do you...
Soft shell and butter.
Soft shell. Okay, well there's a heads up before. So if we ever have a comparison and we need to know which one to go for,
Yeah.
if we have to pick
If you
one,
have to choose.
we'll go for soft shell.
Next up today on the New England Lobster Trail, we are at Red's Eats. This is possibly the most famous lobster shack in the world. Many people say they have the best lobster roll in the world. We're in this
Okay.
town,
It's just
which I
literally
think
by
Just the little-
like, street
yeah.
side,
Oh man,
roadside.
I'm forgetting the name of the place right now as I say it, but it's something like Wiccaset or Wiscaset. I also have to mention that they serve what is one of the most, maybe the biggest, the most stuffed, the hugest lobster roll in Maine.
Famous Red's Eats.
Red's Eats, here we are.
Here we are. Probably the most famous lobster shack in the world. And it's a blazing hot day, so no one wants to stand in line.
It is a remarkably short
This
line.
guy's dedicated to the
compared to
lobster.
other times that we've driven past.
That's true.
Angie.
Hi, Angie.
So, 4 lobster rolls, large onion ring, grilled chicken, and what else did you say?
One
Whoopie pies.
And 1 blueberry
Blueberry
cake,
and
and 4
4
waters. Is that it?
Sounds good.
Right, awesome.
Perfect.
Something I like is that the Red's Eats shack, it just has so much character. It's so incredibly iconic, just the way it looks, with the red panels, with the Red's Eats sign, with the tree that is built into the shack. Well, the shack is built around the tree.
Wow.
Lobster rolls
Ooh, what's
are
this?
coming out soon, but they brought the
Onion
onion
rings?
rings first, which look
Oh, they look
incredible.
interesting.
I love, it almost looks like, it's so crispy, it almost looks like pork skin.
I was thinking that. I'd be like cracky.
We have utensils.
Oh yeah.
We gotta read
That
His
is
face
an
says it
awesome
all,
onion
doesn't
ring.
it?
Nice.
Oh wow.
Hope you guys
Oh,
enjoy.
they look
Thank
nice
you
and
very
fresh.
much.
So here's the story of what happened is that they have two things on the menu, the lobster roll, and then they have you can pay a little bit more for the vegetables.
$2.75.
But it doesn't actually say that it doesn't come without the bread, without the roll. So it's like the carbless version of it. So we accidentally ordered the one with vegetables and then we saw it didn't come with a roll. So we got the whole pile of lobster, but then they have brought out the rolls on the side. So we're just gonna build it ourselves. I think it's better. We get to fill the lobster into the roll ourselves. A tiny amount of mayo just to keep it moist. The fistfuls of, whoa, it's really cold too. Fistfuls of lobster, and you can tell that it's a mix of tail and claw meat. First fistful of lobster goes in. Oh man, even one handful of lobster and it's full already. But you have to keep stuffing, you have to fill it all the way. That's an incredible amount of lobster, yeah.
I'm in it.
So much, that is so much lobster, that's insane. That has to be like 2 full lobsters.
I thought they put it all in, then they found another claw.
Just pile it.
No, he put it all.
Oh man, it's a mountain of lobster.
Got
You
lemon.
didn't learn
Thank you a
from the
little bit.
first
Oh
one.
yeah,
You
I'd love
just
some
don't
lemon on
see
that.
this one.
Picking it up might be a mission. Oh, you built it in your palm. That was a great idea. The roll is just barely heavier than air, and yet it holds up quite well.
Killed
6
it with a
lobsters here.
pylon.
That's the highest concentration
so
of
good.
lobster to bun
Ever.
roll that we've
Just
seen
way to
before.
do it. I don't know. I guess I'll see in a minute.
It's like the
but
pyramids of
Go
lobster.
for it.
All right.
Here we
Big
go.
I'm
bite.
curious how it compares to the previous. He's got
Up his nose.
I got a whole tail in my mouth.
no shortage of lobster.
Oh,
I like that it's cold. Maybe because it's so hot out. Very refreshing.
oh yeah. It's cold. It's juicy. Massive, massive chunks of lobster. I'm gonna drizzle on a.
So I'm guessing the previous one would have been warm though, because obviously it was freshly cooked and then strained.
Yeah.
So
I think I
prefer warm. Yeah, I was going to say that because I don't know. It just feels a bit strange being cold.
I don't know.
I'm not
You
quite sure
haven't
why.
had it.
Yeah, we have no comparison. We're
just assuming.
yeah, we're assuming
Yeah.
it's purely based on assumption here. But
Yeah.
for me, I feel like I would
It'll
prefer.
feel more like a meal.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm
Something
going.
more
Yeah,
comforting if it's all.
I mean,
don't
it
know.
probably tastes equally as cold to
Yeah.
be fair. But
Juicy, massive, massive chunks of lobster. I'm gonna drizzle on a little more butter.
so it's just purely buttered up.
It tastes.
His mouth is not big enough for this.
You really taste the different textures between the claws and the tail. The claws just kind of melt in your mouth. The texture, the tail has a lot more muscularity to it.
Okay. Oh my god, that's massive.
I know.
Is it like you get a whole lobster each time in
Classic.
each? Maybe it looks like a lot of
It's
meat.
either a lot, yeah. What's
What is that?
What is that?
It's a dessert, isn't it?
Looks like an Oreo.
It's delicious.
The whoopie pie?
This is more Brian's kind of thing. So it does taste like
Like a double dog?
right.
Yeah, they're
Tastes like a devil dog.
Which is a classic Maine dessert. Oh, nice.
That is good. It looks like a big Oreo, doesn't it?
Kind of. A more doughy than
not
this.
as biscuit. Okay, so a bit more expensive.
So
Yeah.
we have completed the legendary Reds Eats lobster roll.
And
Jessica, what do you think?
not my favorite. A lot of lobster, which I love, but in general, the flavor wasn't there for me.
It's entertaining. I get why it's famous. You get a huge amount of lobster in a very little bit of roll, so it's a very good photo. You can kind of eat the lobster roll. You can pull it out. You can play with it. It's kind of like a lobster
You
roll
can play
toy.
with it. Yeah, it's very entertaining to eat. It's fun, and you can pick out chunks because there's so, I mean, it's just like incredibly overstuffed to the point where you can pick out chunks, dip them in, and then take a bite. But definitely, we have had better in Maine, and this is good though, but we have had better.
Yeah, and I'd recommend it. So
For sure, for
I
sure.
go there, I go, yeah, it's fun.
And
Fun.
it is fun, yeah, it is fun.
and the employees were wonderful.
Yep. Yeah, staff are amazing.
Yummy whoopie pie.
The whoopie pie.
Whoopee!
And that is for sure the biggest single stuffed lobster roll that I've ever had and maybe ever will have. From here we have one more lobster shack to go to, which is gonna be a little bit of a drive. But this next lobster shack that we're going to, I think recently it has been rated as the #1, the top of the top, the best lobster roll in Maine. So we're driving straight there next. Another thing about this place is I love the random seating. There's picnic tables around, there's just chairs, lawn chairs around. Oh, we scored these rocking chairs. Rocking chairs. Oh, that's...
I may not ever get up.
Yeah. I don't think you could possibly create a more perfect environment for a lobster roll. Just from looking at the lobster rolls, you can tell they're shining, they're glistening. They almost look like they have constructed the perfect lobster roll. You can tell that when you pick it up, it's gonna hold its shape. You can tell that it even feels good in the hands.
And it's golden, look.
Look at how the lobster is perfectly nestled in there. The bun, the roll is perfectly golden, crispy, and it's shining.
Oh, the crunch as well, and the crispy bread. You see it in their faces as well.
That was insane.
This is the one, isn't it?
I need to lean back in my rocking chair. That is the perfect contrast of buttery, crispy roll to cool, stringy, sweet lobster. That perfect balance. The mayonnaise is not overpowering, it's just a swipe. The lobster is served cool, not hot. Oh, wow. That combination, that contrast, that ratio, that is impressively outstanding and rated, again, one of the best lobster rolls in all of Maine. They did say to rejuice it with some of the melted butter.
Best lobster roll we've had so far.
Okay.
That looks good as well. To me, that one looks the best one.
Yeah, it's a... Although you want a lot of lobster, if when you're going for a roll, I do get wanting or
I like the ratio. It just looks
better.
a bit more
balanced.
Yeah, because the other one was more like it's just the roll is there to hold it, rather than to actually eat it with. This one looked good. I don't know. Obviously, they all looked good, but this one to me was like that's what I would. If I was going for a lobster roll, that's what I would want. What did you do?
I don't know.
So good.
Oh, wow.
I love how expressive they are as well. It's just
with
all
that
in the
little
face.
sprinkle of butter that even magnifies the flavor of the lobster. This is of the highest level of lobster roll.
And it's very reasonable again.
And we have had
cheaper than
this will be our first steamed lobster. We have had boiled lobsters.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good size too.
Yeah.
Oh, those claws are heavy. Break off the knuckle and then drink the juice. Oh, yeah.
So good.
You can pull off the finger.
Yep.
And usually some juice comes out of there too, which you can, it's coming out fast. You gotta.
Loads of juice.
Oh, perfect. And dip in the little dip in the butter.
That looks good.
Oh, it's so juicy, silky smooth. That one actually melts in your mouth. And the condensed flavor of the lobster.
Yes.
There's nothing
And
I'd rather have in my
I feel
mouth.
a little bit deflated now because I've just been watching all of this, like all of these lovely lobsters now, and I'm like, I'm hungry and
nothing we're gonna have tonight is gonna be as good.
Just gonna be some microwave ready meal or something silly.
Wherever it is, we're not gonna have lobster and nothing that looks like this.
It looks so good as well, and it's nice that I feel like we kind of the first one looked really nice. The second one did look nice, and there was a lot of lobster there.
Yes, but it was just a bit over the top, and it was quite pricey as well.
Yeah, it was considerably more, wasn't it? It was like $32.95 or something like that.
Yeah.
Versus like the $20 initially, and this
just
one is
under 20, and this is just over.
$23.
Yeah.
So like that's quite a big price disparity, isn't it? And And from what they said, it wasn't really any better than the previous. I think I would quite like to try a warm one as well as the cold one.
A cool one.
This one looks amazing, but this one was cold, wasn't it?
Yes.
So I maybe try the first one as well, just for like that hot and cold difference experience, see how it compares. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
But oh my god, it looks amazing.
Shall we carry on?
Let's just finish up.
There's a simple point been made right here. I mean, we have to see what happens in the future, but if you have to choose between steamed and boiled, I think it's steamed, because the boiled toughens them up, it appears. And even if it's in seawater, that's nice. But this steamed is like heaven.
Yeah.
The texture, the flavor. Move so, you know, one.
Same technique.
The hanging.
These guys are experts.
Hanging tamale. It's like an open mouth and a spoon and a scooper all at the same time. Look at that. Look at that texture. It bounces.
Nice. Oh, so good. Stop enjoying it.
The hint of bitterness from that tamale. The stringiness of that. Oh, that's one of the single best bites of lobster I've ever had that you could possibly ever have.
Wow.
That looks good.
Yeah.
That looks good. Well, I think that kind of concludes the video.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
What do you think?
I just think we need to try proper lobster.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe we can at like the seaside. I don't know if you can get lobster like that.
I think so.
You think?
I don't see why not.
I mean, we've never
Lobster
really
rolls
tried, have we?
The thing
Because
is,
it's expensive, obviously.
it is. We kind of have to plan for it in a way. Have a look around what's about best places to try it, and then go for it.
It'd be nice to see, because to be honest, when I go to the seaside, I know it sounds silly, but I don't typically go to a seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
It sounds stupid, but
it does
generally speaking, you know, you'd have like a fish and chips or something more on the warm side rather than, because seafood's generally here it can be served cold, or is unless you're getting it as a restaurant. I think.
Yeah, it depends what you go for. You can get a cold platter, or you can get a warm grilled platter.
You know, next time we go to the seaside, I think we should actually have a look at one of these seafood restaurants. You know, like because they're like kind of like the Red Eyes one, where it's like that open hut almost. That's
it's like
kind
around
of
the
what
beach.
I'm thinking of, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure there are some.
Yeah, we'll definitely give that a try next time. But yeah, so lobster, Maine lobster specifically, looks good.
Very good.
The first one.
You guys are lucky up in Maine.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe they get sick of lobster because it's just like so easily available. I don't know.
I don't know.
Could you ever get sick of lobster?
I guess if that's like one of your.
In fairness, though, it's still quite pricey, isn't it? So like, I don't think you could just be like, you couldn't live off it.
You're not gonna have it 3 times a day and get sick of it in 2 weeks. No. Yeah.
Maybe once a day. But no, it looks good though, doesn't it? I think for me the last one looked the best, just because I liked the kind of the lobster to roll ratio. You know, for me, it's just a bit more kind of. I guess the other ones showcase the lobster a bit more, whereas that one was a bit more of an actual bun, a kind of a wholesome meal.
And by the sounds of it, they said that it tastes better and soft because it's steamed.
No, I think I might be wrong, but I think they tried. So I think they had the lobster roll, and then they had a steamed lobster separately.
Yes.
And that was obviously boiled versus steamed, and they had the steamed one, which that's what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Exactly what Alice was saying. So what we've learned is that hot and cold are fine.
Yeah.
They both taste nice. Steamed over boiled.
And soft shell versus
soft shell over hard shell.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this is a lot of, opinions, so you guys
a big generalization, I guess.
Yeah. We're just going by Mark Ween's opinion, so, he looked like he was enjoying it, so, maybe that's the way for us to start, at least.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, guys. What do you prefer? Do you prefer soft-shelled, hard-shelled, hot, cold, big roll, small roll, lettuce?
Lettuce, no lettuce.
But, yeah. I think that concludes this video for now, doesn't it?
It was a good, nice first video from Mark. We know he's travelled everywhere and done a lot of videos.
Yeah,
so if you enjoy us reacting to his videos, let us know, and we might look into more of his travels.
And I'm starving. So on that note, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.